Randomness feels patterned. You flip a coin. It lands on heads again and again. You shuffle a deck, pull a card. It's the same one you saw yesterday. The dice roll, and somehow the numbers repeat. What is this? A glitch in chance? A fluke of the universe? Or a pattern hiding beneath the surface of what we call randomness? We're told that randomness is pure chaos. Unpredictable, untethered, free. But if you've ever paid close attention, you've felt it. A strange sensation that what should be chaos feels oddly choreographed. It's as if randomness is trying to tell a story. And maybe it is. True randomness, you see, is rare, elusive. Most of what we experience, coin flips, dice rolls, card shuffles, isn't random at all. It's a trick, an illusion generated by incomplete information. Flip a coin in front of you. To your eyes, it's chance. But to physics, it's a solvable puzzle. If you knew the angle, velocity, spin, air resistance, the elasticity of your thumb, the structure of the table, you could predict the outcome every time. What feels like chaos is simply complexity beyond our grasp. Randomness, it turns out, is not chaos. It's masked determinism, a system of variables too vast for our minds to compute in real time. And when we look closely, it starts to repeat. Patterns emerge not because the system is broken, but because it's following rules we can't see. Now, imagine we're not just talking about coins and cards, and imagine this isn't physical randomness we're questioning, but reality itself. In the digital world, randomness isn't born. It's manufactured. Computers don't roll dice. They generate numbers using algorithms, deterministic sequences that only appear chaotic. These are called pseudo-random number generators. They rely on a seed, often based on the time or some other changing variable. But give them the same seed twice, and you get the same random numbers. In a simulation, nothing is truly random. It's all patterns dressed as chaos. And if our universe is a simulation, then maybe our randomness is just visual noise to hide the algorithmic architecture underneath. Maybe the reason you pulled the same tarot card twice or met the same stranger in a city of millions isn't chance. Maybe it's logic, encoded, timed, controlled. Think of chaos theory. The idea that tiny variations in input can lead to massive changes in output. The butterfly effect. One flap of wings becomes a hurricane. But even chaos has rules. It isn't true randomness. It's sensitive determinism. Complex behavior arising from simple systems. Fractals are a perfect example. Seemingly chaotic shapes, born from elegant equations, zoom in infinitely, and the pattern never dies. So what if our lives are fractals too? What if the randomness we perceive is simply a zoomed-out version of an equation we haven't yet cracked? You may have noticed it. Numbers repeating, names echoing, coincidences piling up. Déjà vu. Dreams bleeding into reality. You tell yourself it's nothing, just chance. But part of you doesn't believe that anymore because it feels designed. Our brains are pattern-seeking engines, wired by evolution to find meaning in the noise. Sometimes we see faces in clouds, sometimes we see futures in dice. But what if that instinct is not a bug, but a clue? What if the patterns we perceive are meant to be found? Here's a disturbing thought. If randomness is pattern, then maybe nothing is random. And if nothing is random, then everything is determined. every choice, every encounter, every win or loss, a point along a pre-written curve. Do we still have free will in a world like that? Or are we players with just enough illusion of choice to keep us engaged, while the outcome is quietly being calculated? Or perhaps it's not that we're trapped in determinism, but that the simulation is testing us, giving us randomness like a game gives luck, not to trick us, but to see how we react. Maybe the purpose of simulated randomness is to see who breaks the pattern, who steps out of the loop. So what do you do with that knowledge? You pay attention to the repetition, to the streaks that shouldn't happen, to the way certain moments feel like echoes, like reruns. Not because life is mocking you, but because you're being invited to notice. Because once you notice, you can't unsee it. Randomness isn't random. It's a mask, a veil over a structure far older, far deeper than we understand. And behind that veil, something is watching, not to control you, but to test your awareness, to see if you'll look past the chaos and realize there's a pattern here. And maybe, just maybe, it's been waiting for you to find it.